Hey guys, how's it going? We're back with a little bit more. I almost said Mountain Blade. It's not Mountain Blade. It's Wolfenstein. Part 2 of Wolfenstein. Now, this is where my memory gets hazy in some places. Now I kind of remember that's not what I wanted. That is totally not. I didn't save the game, did I? Come on, I totally should have saved. Come on. Come on, game. Come on. I'm past this. I'm totally past this. I'm totally past this. Maybe I'm not past this. Maybe I'm not past this. Okay. I guess I'll replay this a little bit. I won't record it, however, because you guys have already seen it. So be right back, folks. Alright guys, we're back where we were before, and unfortunately whenever I press the record button it takes me to the save game screen, or the load game screen, so I can't start the recording without that happening, but oh well. Yeah, I was saying that lapses in my memory of this game are pretty frequent in some places. I remember the beginning of this level, but probably not much more than that. I knew that it's a little circle around here. I did save the game this time, though. I made sure that I saved it, so we shouldn't have to repeat the last level anymore. Alright, so yeah, there's a little circle around there. It's just a little wraparound. I want to go in here. Yeah, this guy, this poser sitting over there, thinks he's a good Nazi. He ain't a good Nazi. But yeah, I've actually considered doing the entire Wolfenstein series as Let's Plays. Ooh, key. If only for the fact that I'm quite fond of the series. I think they've got a bunch of good games in it. Well, okay, there's Wolfenstein 1, and of course I'm not talking about the original games. I'm talking from this game, which is the third in the series, onward. I've never played the first two, and I wouldn't even know where to get them. So those are kind of out of the question. Ooh, here we go. But every Wolfenstein game after this one, and including this one, I'm considering doing. 2, Wolfenstein 2, Spear of Destiny, is pretty much the same game as this. It's not too much different. But Wolfenstein 3, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, is pretty cool. It's basically a remake of this game. It's not called Wolfenstein 3. It's just called Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I'm not sure if it fits in like timeline-wise, any place in the story, because the game does have a story. It's kind of weird, but it does have a story. I know that the new Wolfenstein, quote-unquote Wolfenstein 4, is at least has a traditional story with like cutscenes and all that fun stuff, as opposed to let me save it. As opposed to this game, which what was that? No, that's not what I wanted. As opposed to this game, which really doesn't have a traditional story in the way that we would think of one. Not to say that it doesn't have a story, but it's just you have to basically you have to read the manual to get the story. And obviously there's, Nazis, you were a prisoner, stuff like that. Parts of it aren't hard to get. But as a whole, there's not too much story to this game. Unless you look a bit deeper. In which case, there is a story to the game. And it's actually not a bad story. It's, you were a American spy. A Jewish American spy, might I add. And you were spying on you actually got yourself put into a concentration camp on purpose, I think this is the story, to escape and do some things. And this first game is relatively realistic, like there's not too much like fantasy stuff in it. But in the second game, it's called Spear of Destiny. It's all about like Hitler was like looking for like these occult items that he thought would make him stronger and stuff. One being the Spear of Destiny, like you have to find it before he does, or something like that. It's a really cool premise. I've never played it, but I do own it. despite never having played it. So that could be a game in the future for me to play. Right now, like I said, this game is to hold over till Skyrim arrives, which is pretty soon. So this Let's Play, unless I finish it pretty quick, ain't gonna be very long, but it could, we'll see where it goes. I mean, obviously, I don't know where this is gonna go. I might end up completely loving this game and doing it instead of Skyrim, but of course, that's not very likely. But alright, here's the end of the level. I think it's the end. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a locked door. Alright, so those big metal doors are usually right before the end of the... Yeah, there we go. That's the end of the level. That's the end of the level. Alright. And for the record, if you want to see me get all of the, every single secret in the game, you will not see that. I honestly could not care less about those secrets. I have no interest in them whatsoever. If I find one, cool. If I don't, screw it. You know, it's not going to be a priority of mine to find secrets. Alright. Just because it's not what I do in games. It's not my style. Now, I realize that some people love finding secrets. And if you've never played this game before, and you're one of those guys that loves to find secrets and figure everything out, please, you know, get this game and, you know, find out all the secrets. It's a great game for secrets. I'd argue, the perfect game for secrets. It and its spiritual successor, Doom, which is also an amazing game if you've never played that. But who hasn't played Doom, let's be honest. Doom is an amazing game. It's the spiritual successor to Wolfenstein, but, you know, not the direct sequel. It's a very similar game. It's got, I'd argue, a lot more secrets than Wolfenstein, and is a lot better than Wolfenstein. But seeing as I've actually gotten a decent distance in that, I wanted to play this so as to acquaint myself with it a bit more. Because people ask me, hey, have you played Wolfenstein? I'm like, yeah, I've played Wolfenstein. Then I feel kind of bad because I've played Wolfenstein, but I'm not like a Wolfenstein veteran or anything. And I feel that every real gamer should beat Wolfenstein. There's a few games that I think every real gamer should beat. When I say real gamer, I mean like game enthusiast. It's like every reader, every person who likes reading has to read Lord of the Rings and has to read, I don't know, what else? Maybe something by Shakespeare, but I don't really like Shakespeare that much. Maybe, has to read something by, maybe, I don't know, maybe not the Harry Potter series, those aren't even classics. I'm trying to think of classic books. Has to read Atlas Shrugged, has to read Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird, all those kind of books, you know, that are considered like classic greats. Even if they're, you know, not great anymore. Like, I've met a lot of people who are, you know, not idiots. They're not like, oh man, screw books. They're not like that. They're just not a fan. Ooh, that's sexy. Ooh, go down, son. Go down. I'm not gonna bring that out except for in special cases because it's an ammo sink, and I don't want to waste too much ammo if I can't help it. But I will definitely be saving that weapon. Ooh, actually, I don't even need it for this guy. See, now I'm good at killing those blue guys. They're not hard anymore. Oh, what the heck? Oh, ow! Oh, he hurt. Ooh, that hurt. Need to find some health, folks. Need to find some health. Go in guns blazing. Come on. There's got to be a guy in here. I know it. No? Okay, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. No characters. No guys in here. Not characters. Come on. Get through the door. Ah! Stab. Oh, okay. As long as I'm low on health, I'm going to keep this gun out. See, because it's a... maybe not. There we go. It's better. That's better. This thing's a powerhouse, though, of awesome. This minigun. I don't remember getting that before, actually. I don't think I've ever gotten that gun before. Maybe I have. I mean, like, it's been a while since I played this game. I played it when I first got the iPhone. It's the first game I ever got for the iPhone was this game. And I played it probably before that, because, you know, it's one of those games that everyone kind of knows about or kind of remembers or something. It's an iconic, you know, it's an iconic game of, you know, and an important game in gaming history and quote unquote gaming literature. Let me save it real quick, because I'm at the end room, or the end door, but I just haven't found the key to it yet, so I want to make sure I can, you know, not have to backtrack too much, not completely lost. You know, this is one of those games that everyone... Well, I'm glad that I saved, because the game crashed. It should bring us back right here. But yeah, I was saying that this game is kind of the game that everyone remembers or knows about. It's kind of hard to... What the heck? There we go, okay. Controls were messed up for a second, I fixed it. You know, it's kind of hard to be a gamer and not know, at least know about Wolfenstein. That's commendable, not commendable in a good way, but that's kind of surprising to me that there could be a person out there who plays games, not like it's just a hobby, but like as a, I don't want to say way of life, but like as a, more than just a hobby, as like a thing they really like enjoy to do and make a decent part of their life out of. You know, I think it'd be hard to not hear, at least hear of Wolfenstein. Though I meet every day people who haven't heard of it and consider themselves gamers. So that's why I like to be a little bit more, you know, informative about games if I can, and then just tell you guys exactly what's like, you know, going on, denote what's happening on the screen. I like to add a little bit of background to the games that I'm playing. I think it makes them a little bit more meaningful if you know the actual story behind them, like how the games got made, who made them. Okay, yes, okay. How they got made, why they were made, who made them, for what reason did they make it? You know, was it a labor of love? Were they forced to make the game? Now I'm completely lost. I need to find my way back to the exit door. You know, I think that, you know, really does make a difference in the world of gaming, knowing where a game came from. It's because games to me are something that, oh, here we go, are completely different than any other form of media. They're completely alien to movies or books or TV or anything like that, or music or anything, because they're interactive. You are part of the experience. You know, you help make the game almost as much as the developer makes it, in a way. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. But, you know. No, I don't want to quit yet. Or do I want to quit? I haven't decided yet. Maybe one more level. Maybe one more. At least part of a level. The levels get a bit longer later on, of course. I'll go at the right first. They get a bit longer later on, and a bit more complex. But, for now, they're pretty simple. See, these are supposed to be, Jewish, prisoners that have been taken captive. You know, it's kind of a gruesome story in a way, because it's a true story in a way. It's, you know, this story of the character B.J. Blazkowicz, which is the protagonist's name, by the way. Some people don't know that his name is B.J. Blazkowicz, but he does have a name. It's B.J. Blazkowicz. I think that's how it's pronounced. Very Polish, Jewish name, which is the intent, because he's supposed to be Polish and Jewish. But, I was gonna say something. I was making a point about something, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah, it's a gruesome game, because, like, you know, even though it's not a true story, you know, no guy named B.J. Blazkowicz did all this stuff. Let me save the game in a second, after I kill this guy. Alright, save the game here. No, you know, these events didn't really happen, but, you know, the Holocaust really did happen. Though I've heard people say it didn't, which they're completely stupid. I mean, obviously, one thing I'd like to point out, and I've said this before in some of my other videos, is that propaganda can make a person like Hitler seem a lot worse than he really was. it can make events like the Holocaust seem a lot worse than they really were. Now, am I denying that the Holocaust was a bad thing or that it happened? No, I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that the Holocaust was a terrible thing. But I would not be surprised if some of those numbers out there for how many people died or how bad the suffering was were faked. Not faked, but incorrect. That would not surprise me in the slightest, because history likes to paint the losers in a negative light, and Hitler did lose, unfortunately for him, I guess. He did lose the war, so you can't really, take everything everyone tells you at face value, because a lot of the things that you hear are not true, especially when the government tells it to you, when the schools tell it to you, they're oftentimes not true. I'll tell you right now that the government and school system is the biggest, it's an organization of liars, basically. I know, at least in America, the last person you want to trust is the government or the school system, just because it's absolutely terrible. Both are, the government and the school system. Neither care about you, what your success, your failures, they really don't. They're just interested in making more power and more money. I mean, as is every organization. I can't really fault them for that, because they're both organizations just founded out of, see, these are the cots that the soldiers would sleep in, I'm guessing. They're both organizations founded out of a desire to control people. The school system controls the minds of children. It does it quite well, actually. Even if that kid hates school and never wants to go and disagrees with everything they say, they've kind of made a slave of him, because he's still going to that school system, being taught their ideals, even if he doesn't accept them, he's still being taught them. Anyway, I'm not going to get too much more political, otherwise I'll incite some kind of debate on my channel, which debate is fine, I guess, but people will get mad. So I won't get too much more political. I'll save the game here. We'll cut it off for now. I think we're getting close to the end of the first episode or something. Don't know how far we are, actually, but we'll see. So as always, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, folks.